Okay.
Read to me. It's your turn to read to me.
Okay.
Read to me. Read
Okay.
See how you like it when no one pays attention when you read.
Chapter 7.
Okay, ready? Chapter 7. No sooner had he cried this than Mr. Mounshroud ripped a great tissue from the side of the barn.
Animals.
Honey, we'll spell it after. It fluttered in his hands, the eye of a tiger, another rip from another ancient... Honey?
Then I won't get ready in time for the bloopers.
We'll do it before the bloopers, I promise. It fluttered in his hands, the eye of a tiger, another rip from another ancient poster, and the mouth of a lion. The boys heard roars of Africa down the wind. They blinked. They ran. They scratched with fingernails. They plucked with hands. They seized off strips and patches and huge rolls of animal flesh, of fang and piercing eye, of wounded flank, of blood-red claw, of tail, of bound and leap and cry. The whole side of the barn was an ancient parade, stopped dead. They tore it asunder, and with each tear that pulled off talon, tongue, or ravening feline eye, beneath waited layer upon layer of jungle nightmare. Delicious encounters with polar bears, panicked zebra, milling prides of lions charging rhinos, clamoring gorillas, Minnie Mouse, wait, what? No. Which pawed up the side of midnight and swung toward dawn.
I got a haircut yesterday.
Oh, yeah? You did. It looks awesome.
Well, not like yesterday, just like 30 minutes ago.
But when they see it, it's going to be like last week.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ready? 1,000 animals in congregation rumbled to be set free, now free in fists and hands and fingers, whistling on the autumn wind. The boys raced off across the grass. Now Mounshroud knocked down old fence railing beams and made a rough kite cross and bound them with a wire, then stood back to receive the gifts of kite paper as the boys flung them in fistfuls.
So with the S and the A and the T, that's what the stuffed animals are going to go?
S-T-U...
No, my sister eventually doesn't know how to spell anything. Even
No,
though
stuffed
she's
animals
5
is
years old.
S-T-U.
5. A lucky number. Because it's your whole hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Now Mounshroud knocked down the old fence railing beams and made a rough kite cross and bound them with wire, then stood back to receive the gifts of kite paper as the boys flung them in fistfuls. And these he tossed in place upon the frame, and spark flinting fused with burnings of his horny hands. Hey, the boys cried their delight. Oh, look! They have never seen such things, or known that men such as Mounshroud, with a pinch, a clutch, a pressure of fingers, might blend an eye with tooth, a tooth with mouth, a mouth with feline bobcat tail. All mingled beautifully into a single thing, a wild jigsaw puzzle jungle zoo, billowed and trapped, pasted and tied, growing, taking color and sound and pattern in the light of the ascending moon. Honey, just listen. Okay. We'll be goofy in a little bit.
But I was goofy in the last. This is what
I know, but we need to get serious ones because I had to redo it. Yes, that'll be good. In the moon. Now, it's not bloopers yet. Now another cannibal eye. Now another hungry maw. A mad chimpanzee. A most insane mandrill ape. A screaming butcher bird. The boys ran up with the last frights handed over and the kite finished, the ancient flesh laid out, fused by the still blue smoke-burning horny hands. Mr. Mounshroud lit a cigar with the last bit of fire that sparked out of his thumb and smiled, and the light from his smile showed the kite for what it was, a kite of destructions. of animals so dire and fierce their outcry drowned the wind and murdered the heart. Read that.
He was pleased, the boys were pleased. For the kite somehow seemed to resemble. Why? Why, said Tom, astounded.
That's a hard one. A
A
pterodactyl.
A pterodactyl?
Mm-hmm.
Pterodactyl?
Yeah, that's how you spell pterodactyl.
Wow.
A what? Pterodactyl. Those ancient flying reptiles, gone some billion years back and never seen again, replied Mr. Moundshroud. Well said, boy. Pterodactyl it seems and is, and 'twill fly as downwind to perdition or Land's End or some other fine-sounding place. But now, rope, twine, string, quick, filch and carry on. Filch and carry. But now, rope, twine, string, quick, filch and carry. They ran the rope off in an old abandoned clothesline strung between barn and abandoned farmhouse. A good 90 feet or more of rope they brought Moundshroud, who snaked it through his fist until it smoked at a most unholy smoke. He tied it to the middle of the vast kite, which flipped. I'm really messing it up now. He tied it to the middle of the vast kite, which flapped like a somehow lost and out-of-water manta ray upon his high, strange beach. You falling asleep?
No. I will never fall asleep.
It struggled with the wind to live. It flapped and floundered on the heaves of tidal air, laid down on grass. Moundshroud stood back, gave a jerk, and lo, the kite flew.
What'd you drop?
Was that you?
Yes.
And it hung low upon the air at the end of its clothesline in a dumb, brute groveling of wind. And come back.
I know.
I need you.
I was just getting something.
Okay. Groveling of wind, veering this way, dashing that, leaping up suddenly to confront them with a wall of eyes, a solid flesh of teeth.
I'll be right back.
Okay. A storm of cries. It won't rise, won't go straight. A tail, we need a tail. And as by instinct Tom dived first and seized the kite by its bottom, he hung there, the kite steadied. It began to rise. Yes, cried the dark man. Oh, lad, you are the one. Bright boy, you be the tail, and more and more. And as the kite slowly ascended in the cold river of swift-flowing air, each boy in turn seized with the whim, spurred by his wits, I'm a little frightened, became more and yet more of the tail, which is to say that Henry Hank, disguised as a witch, grabbed Tom's ankles, and now the kite had two boys. Let me hear ya. Oh! Oh! Alright.
Glad to hear your voice again.
And Ralph Bengstrom wound up in his mummy clothes, stumbling over his winding tape, smothered in his burial rags, shambled forward, jumped and grabbed Henry Hank's ankles. So three boys hung now in a tail. Wait, here I come, cried Beggar, who under his shirt and rags was really Fred Fryer. He jumped, he caught, the kite ascended, the four boys making the tail yelled for more length. They got it when they dressed as an... They got it when the boy dressed as an 8-man scrambled and grabbed ankles, followed by the boy dressed as Death.
Book.
With a scythe, who did dangerously likewise. Watch out with that scythe. The scythe fell and lay in the grass like a lost smile. But the two boys hung down now from all the half-washed ankles. And the kite rose more, higher.
Stuffed animal. You are
And then
weird.
there was nothing. But then there was woman.
But then there was a woman. I'm a vampire.
I was so suck your blood. Oh. No, I can't because I lost a tooth.
Okay.
And I can't because I lost a tooth. My arms are gone!
Hey, I'm almost done. You're stripping. Higher and higher, adding a boy and a boy and a boy until with a yell and shout, 8 boys were down. Addison, we're almost to bloopers, I promise. We're down hung in a magnificent thrashing tale, and last two being Ghost, who was truly George Smith, and Wally Babb, who had inspired, made himself up. Okay, I have to start that sentence over. That's the longest sentence ever, Ray. But the two boys hung down now from all the half-washed ankles, and the kite rose more, higher and higher, adding a boy and a boy and a boy, until with a yell and shout, 8 boys were down hung in a magnificent thrashing tale, the last two being Ghost, who was truly George Smith, and Wally Babb, who had, inspired, made himself up to look like a gargoyle, fallen off the top of a cathedral. The boys yelled with elation. The kite swooped and took off. Hey! Whoosh. You know what? I don't know if they're yelling at each other or if they're like, hey, what's up, baby? You know?
Let's find out next time.
No, we're not done. Hey! Whoosh. The kite purred with 1,000 animal whispers, whanning. Wang! Oh, Ray.
When's it end time? Because I have a good, ending.
Okay, I'll let you know. I promise I'll let you know. Okay. The kite rope strummed the wind.
Beautiful.
Hush, said the entire thing, and the wind flew them high across the stars, leaving Mounchon to look up with awe at his contraption, his kite, his boys. Wait, he shouted. Don't wait, come on, the boys yelled. Mounchon ran along.
Lipstick on?
Hey. Oh, you look pretty. Mounchon ran along the grass to seize the scythe. His cape fluttering, taking air, making... Let me get through this last sentence, and then it's bloopers.
I want help.
Okay, but you have to... Okay, you read that line.
Come.
No, wait, don't wait. Come on.
Ran along the grass to seize the
Scythe.
His
She's doing awesome.
cape.
Yep, his cape.
Cape.
Stop, hold on. Okay.
This one.
This one down here.
Look off.
One above.
Oh.
Yep.
Fluttered, talking air, making wings until he rose very simply. Look off and soared.
Very good. Here, I'm going to read it once, and then you're going to take us out, okay?
Okay.
So that I can mix you and me together. Mounchon ran along the grass to seize the scythe. His cape fluttered, taking air, making wings until he also, very simply, took off and soared. Soared, like soared through the air.
Blood. I'm Avery, this is Aunt Kate, and that's Addison. See you next time.
See you next time.
Erase that from your mind.